IPsec. IPsec stands for Internet Protocol Security. IPsec consists of a collection of protocols. Hence, we can see IPsec as a framework. It's not a single protocol, but it contains a set of protocols which ensures the security of each data packet sent from the sender. And it provides encryption and authentication mechanisms, and it ensures that the message sent has reached the destination safely. So IPsec has been used in tunneling as well as VPN mechanisms. The important functions provided by the IPsec are data confidentiality, data integrity, data authentication, and anti-reply. Data confidentiality. IPsec will encode the data packet before it is sent. Data integrity. IPsec ensures that the data sent has been reached exactly how it is sent. That means the data is not altered or updated while transmission. Data authentication. IPsec enables the IPsec receiver to check the authenticity of the packet sent by the IPsec. Anti-reply. The IPsec receiver, it can decide whether to accept or reject the packets replied by the IPsec sender. IPsec performs at two encryption modes, transport mode and tunnel mode. Let's see the different encryption modes supported by IPsec. IPsec, as I told, provides transport mode as well as tunnel mode. Each differs how the IPsec, in both the modes, the IPsec header is added differently. So we know that we have a message to send. This is our original data with the header, IP header. This is our original data plus its header. What happens in transport mode is ESP. This ESP header, this represents the IPsec header. ESP stands for Encapsulating Security Payload. So, in transport mode, before the original data, the IPsec header, ESP header is added. ESP header, original data, and then the trailer. And the original IP header is added here. And here the data is encrypted. So in transport mode, the IPsec header is added before the original data and the whole data is encrypted and sent. In tunnel mode, what happens is, here we have the original data plus header, and the IP header, IPsec header, that is the ESP header, is added just before the original IP header, and the trailer is added, and the whole data is encrypted. The whole data is encrypted, and then it is kept inside another IP header, that is tunneling. In tunnel mode, everything, the data is encrypted and is placed inside another IP header. This is the difference between the transport mode and tunnel mode. SSL. SSL stands for Secure Sockets Layer. SSL is a layer 4 protocol. SSL is also helpful to send the data across the internet securely. It provides data confidentiality, integrity, authentication, and encryption mechanisms. It uses cryptographic systems for encrypting the messages and sending across the internet. Let's see how SSL works. Suppose a customer or client wants to communicate with a server. The client will initiate the session by requesting the session. So the client will be sending a SSL setup request, session setup request to the server. If the server is ready for the connection, it will respond with an SSL certificate. SSL certificate means it's kind of binary codes, and which is signed by someone whom the user trusts. So once the customer receives an SSL certificate from the server, that means it has the courage, or it is ready to send the data. Now we can send the data. So what the customer do? It will send the session key. So before sending the session key, it will encrypt the session key and sends to the server. They need to initiate a session. So a session key will be sent by the client to the server. The session key will be encrypted with the help of using server's public key. The session key will be encrypted using server's public key and the client will send the encrypted message to server. Now the server can decrypt the session key using the server's private key. Using the server's private key, server will be decrypting the message. And that means the session key. So once the session key is decrypted, the connection is established and they start communicating. We can start transferring data. SSL is not a single protocol. SSL contains a collection of protocols. It is a framework. So it contains protocols for encryption as well as for management of sessions. SSL is a layer 4 protocol, that is, it works on transport layer. So that is built upon the network layer. IP, then TCP, then comes the SSL. So SSL record protocol, this is responsible for the data integrity, data encryption. Here, these protocols listed over here is responsible for the management of the sessions, session establishment, termination, etc. TLS. TLS stands for Transport Layer Security. TLS is a successor of SSL protocol. TLS is also responsible for the secure delivery of packets from one device to another. It also uses certain encryption mechanisms and ensures that no third party will listen to or modifies the communication sent between two devices. And TLS uses stronger encryption algorithms compared to SSL and it can work on different ports. TLS is having two layers just like SSL, TLS record protocol and TLS handshake protocol. TLS record protocol is responsible for the encryption of data and it uses DES algorithm, data encryption standard, to ensure the security over connections. And TLS handshake protocol. This is for managing the sessions and they even exchanges the encryption keys as well as the encryption techniques used. A combination of TLS and SSL works the best. We can use such combinations where the data security is more preferred, such as web servers, emails, banking applications, etc.